Hi there, my name is Paul Atkins and this video series is about having more collaborative conversations. In many conversations with another person, it's really important to get clear on shared purpose and identity. This can help you align and be more productive, but it can also create a sense of connection between you. So it's really important for both those things, particularly if there's any potential for conflict. And there are lots of ways of creating shared purpose, and no doubt you've got lots of ways that you use that are natural for you, but here are some ideas. You could just say, what's our main goal here? Or you could ask for something like that pulls less for goals and more about how you want to be together. Like, how do we want to relate to one another in this conversation? How do we want to behave? What are our principles, if you like? One other slightly more technical way to ask, which I really like, is if this conversation went really well, what would be different at the end of it? And or if this conversation went really well, what are our criteria for success? You can try out offering something and then seeing how that sounds to them. So I think that our main aim here might be ... What do you think? How does that sound to you? What really matters to you? Or you could say something like, what really matters to me in this conversation is that we achieve this goal together, or that we really hear one another. How does that sound to you? One very common formulation that I find important and useful is sort of setting up the way that we'd like the conversation to go. It's a little bit more like stating the process of the conversation that you're anticipating and using that to help establish a sense of shared purpose. So let me sort of give you an example of what I mean by that. I might say to someone, if I'm noticing that we're getting locked into conflict together, I might say something like, look, what I'd really like to do is just reflectively listen to what you're saying first. And then once we've done that for a while, I'd really appreciate it if you could do the same for me. How does that sound for you? Because my aim here is to make sure that we really hear one another. How does that sound? That kind of thing. So give some of those things a go. Just see if you can zero in today on seeing what you need to do to create a sense of shared purpose with somebody. Great.